All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode in our Elden Ring walkthrough. Man, I can talk. Actually, no, I can't, because funny story is we're setting up map markers here. I didn't record any commentary for this video. Now, that is to say, I was talking, but either my microphone was unplugged or it was muted the entire time. So we're doing this after the fact. We'll see how it goes. Probably not well, but we'll give it a shot. We gotta have something, right? I've already rendered the video. I'm way past this in recording. I'm 2.5 hours or so ahead of here. We can't really go back and do it. So we gotta kind of just power through here. So we're gonna head off to the first marker here. This camp here has some loot in it that we're gonna grab. Obviously, I was waiting for that ram to move out of the way. No, I have no idea what I was saying there. But we're gonna go ahead and murk these dudes, and we're going to continue on the path here. Now, when you come to this camp, you're actually gonna want to start at the upper level and then work your way down, because there's ballista that will be shooting at you the whole time. As you can see there, as I was probably describing that very fact to you, I just got hit twice by said ballista. So you want to get up to at least the level of the ballista as fast as you can. Take those dudes out, and then you can freely loot the camps afterward. So we'll go ahead and we'll let you watch me work through all these baddies, and we will be back with the commentary after the camp. On our way to our second map marker here. We're going to pass through a bit of a forest, like a bit of a cave tunnel. There's not very many enemies. And there's only a couple of pieces of loot. Mostly what you're going to get is you're going to get the little vulgar militia dudes and that little revenant guy there. And so, taking them out is not necessary at all, but there's really nothing else to do in that section of map, so might as well. But now that we're at the map marker, we're gonna go ahead and do this Ever Jail. It's going to be another Godfrey fight. we'll go ahead and let you watch that. It is exactly the same as the Godfrey fight in Stormvale. I mean, exactly, down to the moveset. It is exactly the same. The only difference is he has more hit points and he hits a bit harder. So go ahead and enjoy the fight, and I'll catch you after. Alright, so now that he's down, and you have your Godfrey icon, we're going to go ahead and move towards the third map marker. And I believe here, yeah, we're going to go ahead and teleport. We got a bunch of runes to spend, so I suspect that we're going to go ahead and do that here as well. I was right. And if you take a look at our stats, you can see that we are getting really close to having our stats where we want to be before we start pumping back into vigor. But with that 1 point into strength, we're going to head on to map marker number 3, which I believe is... it's a mine. It's not old Altus Tunnel. We do that later. I can't remember the name of the mine. Anyway, we'll find out when we get there. Just gonna follow this bend around. There is gonna be one of those Wraith Summoner dudes on the horse here. He is kind of a pain in the butt, but if you can, you know, get in front of him like that and take him down, you know, that's always good. But we're not going to be out there long enough really for that to matter. You can just run past him, use 2 stone sword keys to pop open the fog door. Once you're inside, you can just roll through your iframes and oh, it is old Altus Tunnel. Okay. The trolls can't get in there. They're too big. Now we're just going to do our little roll off here to the left and pick up any loot that's in here. Alright, so after we grab this grace, we will bring down our lift, and we will continue along into the dungeon here. I believe this dungeon is the one that has a couple of trick jumps on some roots. But we'll find out when we get there. If it is, I mean, you're going to want to deal with the vulgar militia guys as they come up. And also, yeah, this is the one. Okay, so... oh, wait, no, it's not. It's different. Never mind. That's a different one. Meh. See, this is what happens when you forget to turn your mic on and you have to go back and do a play-by-play of your commentary while you're commentating on a video that you've already recorded with commentary. It's goofy. Goofy stuff happens, but that's all right. We'll just go through it. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. We are about a third of the way done with the video, so you know we're gonna get through the rest of this content, and then we have oh, I forget what all we do in this video. I do think we get up to Shaded Castle, though. I don't think we actually do Shaded Castle, but I think we get close. Well, we might do Shaded Castle much later. Well, I've had a lot of stuff going on, and this is all stuff that I recorded. Oh, when did I do that? Thursday was the last recording day, so this would have been Monday. Yeah, this would have been Monday last week. Not this last Monday, but last week. Okay, so down here there's 2 knights and like 4 soldier dudes and 2 dogs. So when you drop down, you kind of want to separate the enemies up so you're not having to fight all of them at the same time. And that's what I'm talking about here. We'll be able to see that in action here in just a couple minutes. You see how I was able to split them up, and it made it much easier to take down. And for me, I got lucky because those dogs didn't come out. Normally they do come out, but this time they sort of stayed put there in their own little house, which made that engagement all that much easier. Which, you know, I rather enjoy easy engagements. It's they're less stressful, less things to go wrong. It looks like I left that piece of loot just sitting in there. Maybe not. Do I go back and get it? Do I go back and get it? Oh, I got it. I got it. A somber 4. Oh, can't leave that behind. Oh no, whatever will we do? Oh no, cracked crystal. Whatever will I do without my cracked crystal? I got lost here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next, because I forgot which way we came in. No, I'm just trying to figure out which path is progression and which path isn't. You know, I might have already beat this game a bunch, but if I'm being quite honest with you, that is a blessing and a curse, right? Because everything starts to bleed together, right? All these tunnels, all these mines, they all look the same, and they all start to feel the same after a little bit. So when you're trying to think back to it in your memory, you're like, wait, is this? No, it's this one. Oh wait, no, it's that one. Which one is it? It's, you know, if you do something so many times, it all just kind of bleeds together. But we found the boss door. We're gonna do one final check for any loot that we might have missed, and then we're gonna go into the boss door. I can't make up my mind if that's all of the loot. Come on, let's go in. Everybody's waiting on you. We got another stone digger troll here. Obvious troll rules apply. We're just gonna sweep the leg. So go ahead and enjoy the fight, and I will see you on the other side. This one doesn't take very long. Told you it didn't take very long. We got our 39-39. We're 2 more levels away from being 40-40. And going ahead and starting to crank that vigor up. Can't forget our explosive stone clump. That would be awful. So right now we're going to head a bit north and to the east. I don't know what I'm talking about over there. But we're going to head north into the east for a Spirit Spring jump. Oh yeah, I'm probably talking about how we're in the mid-game right now, basically. Which I feel is true, right? Because you get, after Consecrated Snowfields, you have 2 legacy dungeons, and then that's it, right? So, you know, right now we have Altus Plateau and the capital outskirts. Then you have the Royal Capital Legacy Dungeon. Then after that you have Mountaintop of the Giants. And then after that you have Consecrated Snowfield. Then after that you have Fair Missoula, which is a legacy dungeon. Then after that you have the Halig Tree, which is the last legacy dungeon. And then you have the Ashen Capital, which I guess technically is a legacy dungeon, but there's like 5 pieces of loot to grab and 2 bosses, and then you're at Radigan. So I mean, if you want to call that a legacy dungeon, you can. But I would just say that the Ashen Capital is just part of the Royal Capital. It's just all one legacy dungeon. Yeah, so right here, I think we're just giving a basic rundown of all that we have left before we move on to the final zones. And the route you would take to get to Mount Gelmer normally, and the shortcut that we took, and yada yada yada. Look, man, trying to do this commentary after having already done it, man, it's not easy because I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I'm just moving the mouse cursor around and I'm watching myself like, bro, did I really do that? Did I just sit here and just move the mouse around a bunch and talk about God only knows what for, 2 minutes? Holy crap. But when you're in it, when you're in it, it kind of makes sense, right? Which I suppose going back and if you make content, sort of like watching your own content in retrospect, will will help you improve future content. But holy cow! So right now we're just running around this area, just picking up some stray loot. The only thing of note really is the arteria leaf, and then we're heading on what is that, to the west here, and we're going to get invaded by Anastasia Tarnished Hunter for the second time, and we're gonna get the butcher knife, which, you know, I want to like the butcher knife. I don't particularly enjoy the moveset. And it's classified as an axe, but it looks like a sword. And when you get it, it's sacred with barbaric roar. I mean, I guess I want to like it, and I know I can change it out from sacred and actually have it be useful. You know, you get a second one in the DLC, and you know, power stancing them is quite attractive. That will probably be a build featured in a future build guide. Keep your eyes out for that. But for now, we're just gonna finish up this section of the Road of Iniquity, and we're going to go find a ladder, and we're gonna go up the ladder and get ready to do... Oh, what do we do up there? What is it, Gelmer Hero's Grave? Do we do that this episode? I don't know if we have time for that. I don't think we have time to do the Gelmer Hero's Grave this episode, but we have time to get there. There's a few things we have to do along the way, right? First of all, it is a long-ass ladder to climb. I mean, it's long. I don't know. I have a question for Miyazaki, if I could. My guy, who hurt you? What's with all the feet and all the long ladder climbs? I mean, like, long ladder climbs. What's up with that, dude? Holy cow. I mean, this is... like, okay, so the one in Stormvale is pretty long, but you don't actually need to do that one. Right? That one is entirely optional, because it doesn't go anywhere that you need to go. And so you can just teleport. Right? But this one, you need to do that one. Oh, what am I doing here? Am I going back and am I... Oh, yeah. So there was a piece of loot back here that I forgot. The ice shield, the small shield, the ice shield. And so we're going to pick that up. And this loot is actually very well hidden. I totally forgot you can't mount here. But, you know, we're going to go grab the ice shield. And then I think... there's one other piece of loot that was hidden that we missed. And I think we go grab that as well. That's not the ice shield. The ice shield is up on the right hand side behind some rocks, and it's very difficult to spot if you're just following the path, right? It's almost impossible to see. Oh, I'm glad we went back and grabbed this. I was curious as to whether or not we came back and grabbed this when I was doing future recordings. I was like, oh man, do I need to go back and check and see if we hit all these sarcophagi for their rune items? Like, I can't remember if I went and grabbed those. No, but we got it. So this is like the upper path to the road of Iniquity, and so we're gonna go ahead and go up here. We're gonna clear out some of these Lindell soldiers. They are inflicted with madness, so they'll do Flame of Frenzy. The knights especially. Is it these ones that are inflicted with madness, or are those ones further up? I don't remember. I know some of these Lindell soldiers are inflicted with madness. I don't think these ones are because they don't have the yellow eyes. But we do get some that are. Right now we're just going up this archer tower here for the pulley bow. Which is another piece of loot that I didn't know was here. After 1,500 hours of gameplay, never found the pulley bow. But there it is. We got it. I'm sure that even after the amount of time I've put into this game, there are still some things that I have yet to find. I feel like at this point I've found all the loot, but there's probably like a consumable or like a rune item or like a low-level smithing stone, something like that that's just off in a random place that I have yet to go to, and so that means I haven't found it yet, but I'm pretty good at finding and sniffing out all the loot. I like to collect stuff. That's one of the reasons why I'm making sure that I get all of the item pickups. Now the weapon drops and the armor drops that you have to farm, like that can come later, but you know, as long as I pick up all of the placed items, then, you know, farming up all the droppables is not an issue. Go ahead and head down from the archery tower, and I think we make it to another grace. That is, we either go to another grace or we do, I'm not sure. It's been a minute. I know we killed this dude. These dudes suck. Gonna climb this ladder. This one's not as long as the other one, but we got a few ladders that we need to climb here. We're heading to a merchant. I know that. I'm not exactly sure what we do after the merchant. I think there's a grace up here that we grab. Yeah, you don't want to stand in that fire. RPG/MMO rule number 1, don't stand in the fire. See, I was definitely slow on the uptake, getting out of that fire. Now we got one more ladder to climb. And then we will be at the merchant. And then, like I said, whenever you go to a merchant, talk to the merchant, because that will put the merchant on the map for you to find later. And then after the merchant, I believe that we head off to a grace.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Welcome, valued please. I'm hungry.
Alright, so we talked to the merchant, got him on our map. Now, we're heading up another ladder. This one is longer than the other two. I think it might be about as long as the first one we went up. And there's a sacramental bud there. I'll have to definitely remember to come back and grab that at a later time. But we definitely don't do it now, and we don't do it in any of the subsequent videos. So if we end up needing to make some more rot curing boluses, we will probably come back for that. Oh yeah, so these are the guys here that have the madness. And right here we're just running past them, and we're heading to the grace. Alright, as we approach the grace, I want to thank you all for bearing with me while I re-record the commentary for this video. And hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Take care.